Yo, what up? It's G-Neck 10. This is still nothing. I bet you think you're clever than me. Think you see through my ruse. You're sitting here like, oh, he's gonna play something. Never nothing. Never nothing. He's definitely gonna play something. How do you know? Huh? How do you know? You know I'm gonna do it. You know I'm gonna do it. The only thing that you can be certain of is I'm gonna eat something that I shouldn't be eating. I paid way too much for it. It's on its way. That's the only guarantee here. I know what you're here for. You're like, I watched the other two. That Tui Premonition. Is it? Or is this actually nothing? Quit looking at the. You need to just look at the camera and not the display of the camera. Yeah. I know what you think. Are you right? Are you wrong? This nothing part triad. Or is it really nothing? Guess you have to sit and watch and find out. But I actually don't have that much time. You're not going to have to sit long to figure if it's actually. Zelda says it's actually. That right? Huh? That right, Zelda? Actually. Oh, my Switch turned on. That's weird. A weird thing to happen in a nothing. Oh. Oh. What? Oh. Earth Avery, shoot down the meat in the luxury warehouse to get Avery's attention. Thought that froze.
This is Mr. York, an agent from the FBI.
A big dude.
Hi,
Is that
Avery.
my Yeti?
I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
York, you a smarty pants, huh?
Avery Smith.
He's shyer than he looks. Come on, just settle down, Avery. Tell him what this here place is for.
Lots of expensive food here. Yup. Mighty precious to the Clarksons, so I gotta guard it.
I see.
I got him.
So you're this area's keeper.
Oh, I help with the research too. I do like research.
Research? What are you talking about, Avery? This doesn't look like a lab to me.
Oh, ain't no lab. It's a warehouse. Ain't no lab. Smarty pant scientist does the research. I ain't no smarty pants, no.
Frozen gators on the wall.
He's a bit slow in the mind, but he ain't a bad guy. Your story about the giant who carried Lisa out. Don't tell me you think it's him. I mean, it's true that he's free to come and go as he pleases in this warehouse, but...
No, as far as I can tell, he's just a bit over 6'5". The one who moved Lisa's body must be at least 10 feet tall. He's clearly too short.
Too short, huh? Well,
Yeah,
if you
too
ever
short.
happen to find a man who makes him look small, I'd sure like to meet him.
Go away, Patricia.
Lise.
Hey, cut it out!
That was weird.
Lise. Why?
Not Lise.
Avery, that's not Lise.
Not Lise?
This is Melvin's daughter, and my precious assistant. Unfortunately, Lise is no longer with us.
Lise. Lise. My fault. My fault.
What's your fault, buddy?
I guess he's sort of like Lise, you know? See, the poor fella's got himself a childlike mind. You know how normal kids tease other kids in order to get attention? Well, with this big lug, sometimes folks who don't know him too well see something and end up calling the police. But I know that deep down, he's got a good heart. Hey, Mr. York, I'll keep him busy, but I'd appreciate it if you'd hurry this particular inspection along. Just holler at me if you find anything. I reckon that'll make it easier for you to go do your thing, yeah?
Melvin, I think you're finally starting to catch on.
Well, Avery is a big, his brain don't work too good. I wonder why I thought Patricia was Lise.
I'll keep an eye on him while we're here. Just relax, Avery. We'll get out of your way as soon as we're finished.
Alright, either Melvin and York are super short or that dude's taller than 6'5".
Hung alligators. I suppose in a way they sort of look like flying serpents, but that's pushing it. Remember, we're in a dark basement here. They'll never reach the sky.
Smart.
Avery, this box looks special.
Clocks and food. For their home.
Melvin, is this the Clarksons' family crest?
Oh, the dragonfly? Yeah, that's the Clarksons' mark, all right. Ain't no big deal, though. You can find those all over town.
Is that so?
The flying serpent really a dragonfly?
Well, yeah. They pretty much run all of this town's major industries. Yeah, I do believe they own just about everything there is to own. So their word is law. Whole darn town tattooed with their dragonflies. Can't even walk a few steps without seeing one.
Huh.
Zach, this dragonfly is our flying serpent.
I guess so. It's not wrong.
The flying serpent owns this town. They're related to
Yeah.
Lise Clarkson, our victim, and Hungan's oracle pointed us toward their family crest. The Clarksons must be deeply intertwined with this case. Melvin, Patricia, I think I've had enough of this frozen world.
Oh, I didn't mean to find it that fast. Should have looked at the other stuff. Oh well.
Let's head back out to that merciless sun. Well, what are you waiting for? I can't bear to spend another second down here.
Dragonfly, flying serpent. Avery's a big mentally challenged bodyguard type. Interesting. Could still be my Yeti. I don't know why he would do it barefoot though. Those feet were really big though. But so was the crobster. Oh. The crawfish lobster thing from episode 1. I'm just calling it a crobster.
So, what do we do now, Mr. York?
Zach and I will take things from here.
Then what should I do?
Tend to your sick wife? I don't know. You're free to do as you please. I'll stop by the sheriff's office when I need your help again.
I suppose that's what I'll do then. It'll sure make Candy happy. But I am the sheriff of this town, so I do intend to get some work done. I know. How about I search for Lisa's body while you're busy?
There you go.
Not a bad idea. Just be careful that you don't get attacked by a barefooted giant.
Yeti.
Hey, don't scare me like that. Why do you keep talking about that giant anyway? You really think some giant was responsible for all this?
Moving the body, yeah.
Melvin, don't be silly. Of course I do. Just when I thought you were starting to catch on. Disappointing, to say the least.
But how can you be so sure? I want to see some proof.
Proof number 1. The footprints that led up to where Lisa's body originally was were made with bare feet. None of the prints looked similar to those of common insulated boots, and the arches of the feet were visible. The person who carried out Lisa's body must have had very large feet. I'd say they were at least 16 inches.
That could be Avery.
Proof number 2. I found fingerprints on the cord of one of the hanging lights in the warehouse. The fingerprints weren't aimed up from below. They were coming directly from the side. Clearly, the giant moved the light because it was in his way. He pinched the cord with his fingers. Proof number 3. There was nothing else found in the vicinity where Lisa's body was stored. This means the giant carried her out without dragging her across the floor. But there's only one set of footprints. The only conclusion I can draw from this evidence is that a barefooted giant standing over 10 feet tall carried Lisa's body out.
I think the Yeti.
That concludes the entirety of my proof. Any objections, Melvin?
But there ain't no way a human could ever be that tall.
Have you seen every human alive with your own eyes? Well then, You need to forget all your preconceived notions when embarking on an investigation. Whether you come face to face with a 10-foot giant or a skeletal gentleman, you always need to accept everything that comes to you with a clear mind.
Right.
Do that, and eventually the truth will reveal itself to you.
Oh.
You're a smart kid, I'm sure you understand.
Well, I'll be damned.
Say anything more than that, Melvin?
I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Mr. FBI Special Agent, sir. A sharp eye and flawless observational skills, uncovering the truth with a heady intuition. I won't ever question you again. Heck, I'll do whatever you say.
That's it, Melvin. I'm glad you finally caught on. Okay, time to go, Patty. You know this town well, so I'd like you to accompany me from now on.
Patty?
What if there's a twist and Patty's the killer? She is the clever little girl.
Zach, we found the flying serpent. Now we simply need to locate the 10 maidens. It's time to head on to Alexis's Diner and Lane.
Wonder how I see his hunger. That was a weird graphical glitch where that was appearing in the street.
So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. Hunga. Is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he merely exist outside the realms of either? Still too early to tell. But it's clear that he'll be the key to uncovering this case's mysteries. That's what my soul tells me. By the way, Zach, Hungan feels very familiar to me. You might even say he reminds me of someone. Yes, I think I see the connection now. A cheerful, wise, yet also mysterious African-American who appeared in a variety of different films. My mind must be overlapping him with the skeletal gentleman. Do you remember his name? Ah, yes, that's it. Scatman Crothers. In 1980, he played Dick Halloran in The Shining. And in 1983, he was in The Twilight Zone. He played the man who invited all those elderly folks into a strange new world. I knew it, Zach. There's definitely a connection here, but he's a bit too old. Scatman's more of a sage character. Our skeletal gentleman is a little younger, isn't he? Yes. They have different body types, but what about Forrest Whitaker? He made his debut in 1982 in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Then he was in Platoon and The Color of Money, both released in 1986, followed by Good Morning Vietnam in 1987. Oh, and he was in...
Alexis's Diner and Lane.
Patty, is something wrong?
I got something to say. When I first met you in the hotel parking lot, You mentioned Saint Rouge, right? If you want to find it, maybe you should track down Professor R.
Professor R.
Yeah. Professor R owns the jazz bar on the other side of the bayou.
How do you know that?
Because.
Because, huh?
The
Interesting.
plot thickens. He's the killer. Lexus has been unlocked. Owl's Nest has been unlocked. Whatever that means. Sale. Special sale for Sunbird customers only. Oh, okay.
Ten maidens, Zach. Let's topple their hourglass figures and complete this oracle once and for all.
Oh, my Lord. I don't believe I've seen you around here before. Sorry, honey, but you can't smoke in here. Since you're with Patricia, I'm guessing you're some friend of Melvin's.
He's Agent York from the FBI. This is Alexis, the owner of this restaurant. I'm helping out Agent York in his investigation. We signed a contract.
Oh, my Lord. Well, ain't that something?
Hi, Alexis. Jawara!
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Which David do you
Everyone's
know?
always called me that.
Oh, my Lord. Well, that's got to be the strangest introduction I've ever heard. No wonder everyone in town's been talking about you.
I want a chocolate sundae.
Sorry for being gross, but
no
this video
cherries.
is nothing.
I want 2 wafers instead. Don't put too many Rice Krispies on it. Oh, but don't scrimp on the chocolate syrup either.
Oh, my Lord. And what'll it be for you, honey?
Alexis, are these photos of the town?
Oh, you like my pictures? My hobby's collecting snapshots of what our town used to be like. So whenever someone gives me an old picture, I just put it up here on display. Our world these days feels a bit cold to me, you know? Just thought it'd be nice to help folks remember what it was like in the good old days.
Zach, did you hear that? The good old days. Even in a remote town that's already far behind the times, there are still people who yearn for the past.
She told me what was going on, you know.
What?
Lise, you don't need to try and hide it from me, honey. Last time she came here, she told me all about it. Some odd fella was following her around, stalking her like.
What kind of fellow?
She said he had a really tall shadow,
How tall?
as tall as an oak tree.
Did that ring any bells for you?
Sadly, it didn't. I know just about everyone in this here town, but I ain't never seen a man who stands that tall. Maybe it really was an oak tree and she just mistook it for someone.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Sometimes the silhouettes of them trees with lots of Spanish moss hanging down make me feel a little funny too.
It was
don't
spaced
think so,
out, but I got
Alexis.
it.
Lise said the shadow was following her, correct? That means she must have been stalked by a man as tall as an oak tree. If she had only mistaken an oak tree for a person, she wouldn't have described it that way. She might have said,
It felt like a crowd of people was staring at me.
yes, exactly. She certainly wouldn't have
CLG.
talked about being followed by someone. Thank you, Patty. Zach, this data is all very intriguing, but it isn't the answer we're looking for. We came to knock down the 10 maidens, remember?
Oh, yeah! Booyah!
Damn, Mrs. Carpenter.
Got a turkey!
That's 3
Truly
strikes in a row.
mesmerizing, Zach. This is why I never tire of small-town investigations. Same goes for you, right?
Okay, so Lise told Alexis that something very tall was following her. So, good to know. I know you're the customer,
What'll
but
it be, honey?
why don't you take a break from all that investigating and enjoy some home-cooked soul food? Oh, don't worry. I'm enjoying the food in my own way. Oh my lord, no siree, that ain't gonna cut it, honey. That ain't what you call enjoying something with all your heart. You're just taking it as it comes, using nothing but your own experience to decide whether something tastes good or not. You're not trying to measure food from an unknown land with the same measuring system you've always used. That ain't gonna help you discover nothing new. Now, am I right or am I right? If you really want to enjoy the local food here, you need to do as the locals tell you. I see, Alexis. You may have a point. Well, then, is there a certain food you'd like me to sample? Oh my lord, of course there is, honey. I got a recipe for a special Cajun dish that I can make right here in my diner. I'm in. Unless it's a boil. Eat this dish and power will course through your veins. It'll also calm your mind and refill your stamina. And it's filled with flavor that you ain't never gonna experience in that big city of yours. Sounds very intriguing, doesn't it, Zach? Okay then, Alexis, can you make us that special dish right away? Oh my lord, how do you expect me to make a special dish that fast? Preparing all the ingredients takes a mighty long time, and I don't even have them all in stock. Why the fuck would you tell me you can make... How about I bring you the ingredients you need then? Oh my lord, I see your good looks aren't all you got going for you, honey. You got some real grit. That can go a long way. Anyway, I'm gonna need a total of 3 ingredients. Would you mind bringing them to me one by one, honey? Here's the first ingredient I need. Gather a what? Once you bring me the first ingredient, I'll start working on it. In the meantime, you should go out and find me the next one. I'm getting real excited now. It's been quite a spell since I last made this special dish. Special Cajun dish. Smells like a case, doesn't it, Zach? Oh, main quest 12, side quest 11. Side quests, he said. Sub-stories. Gather rice at Sugarcane Plantation.
What'll it be,
Is this place a
Oh my lord, what's wrong, honey? Can't tell the difference? It says restaurant right there on the outside.
How do you explain that then?
That's so the customers can bowl while they eat. Convenient, ain't it?
While they eat. Not while waiting for their food.
If you want a bowl, honey, you'll have to ask Mrs. Carpenter to open up the lane for you. But if you just want to eat, then all you need to do is call my name. Got it?
You got it. But tell me more about David. Shrimp and grits? Red beans and rice? Oh, we're getting a chocolate sundae. Where'd Patricia go? That wasn't a sundae. You took a sip of coffee.
So, what do you think of my Cajun food, honey?
It was a sundae. It wasn't Cajun food.
No complaints here. No wonder you call this restaurant the best Louisiana's got to offer.
You telling me they seasoned their ice cream sundaes down there? And I didn't have one? Is this what you're telling me?
Oh my lord, ain't that nice of you? I'm sure glad to hear you like Cajun flavor. It's nothing like that Creole food. And I'll be damned if it isn't the best eating you'll find this side of the Mississippi.
Hold on just one moment, Alexis. I always thought that both Creole and Cajun food were staples of the South. Am I misunderstanding something?
Not at all, honey. Cajun and Creole food are both staples of the South. They both have roots in French cooking, of course. But Creole cooking just ain't my cup of tea. Sauces of France combined with cooking methods brought in from Africa, mixed in with Spanish influences and Italian-style tomato sauce. Huh, when you smush all that together, you can't even tell what it is no more. Cajun food is pure and solid. The Acadians who settled in Canada brought it here from France in the 1600s.
I like both.
Then the British chased them off their land and they ran all the way down here. They walked straight across America, north to south. Finally, they found a safe haven right here in southwest Louisiana. Woo, we got everything you'd ever want here. Fresh fish, wildlife, even veggies and fruit.
We must not be that close to New Orleans, though. 'Cause New Orleans is southeast Louisiana. So, very confused as to where La Carrie actually is. Or Le Carre, if you're going by the game. I'm confused. Whatever.
They used their knowledge of French cooking and added some spice and herbs. And then they threw in fresh local ingredients to create what we know as Cajun cuisine.
Interesting. Now I understand what you mean about the Cajun and Creole food being completely different, but I still insist that both are shining examples of delicious local food. Roots and history aren't that important, are they?
Oh my lord, you don't get it, do you, honey?
Nope.
Lately, there are shops all over the place calling themselves Cajun, Creole, or whatnot. But all they serve is a hot mess of different ingredients loaded with spices. And the tourists ain't none the wiser. I just hate feeling like folks are getting the wrong impression about Cajun food.
I get it now. According to your interpretation, Creole food is contributing to that wrong impression.
You bet it is. That's why I always make sure to teach all my customers what's what.
Good to know, Alexis. Thank you.
Agent York, if you're fixing to bowl, you're gonna be disappointed. Mrs. Carpenter never lets anyone else use the lane while she's here.
Patty, that's exactly what I came to do. You see, Zach and I need to bowl down 10 maidens.
Fine, go on and try if you wanna, but I'm gonna eat my sundae.
I got a Sunday too, and all I drank was coffee.
Hey! Are you nuts?
You already
What's
had
the most
one.
addictive drug in the world?
How should I know?
It's sugar, Patty. Far more people die from obesity and diabetes than from cocaine and heroin. Alexis, would you give her some milk?
Oh, my Lord. Coming right up, honey.
Sugar might be dangerous, but it ain't against the law. You got no right to take that from me, even if you are some FBI agent.
Actually, Patty, I do. We signed a contract, remember? I promised to protect you from all the evil in our
get
world.
fucked, Patty.
Delicious. What an amazing chocolate sundae. Zach, I think we just uncovered an incredible
Wrecked.
treasure here. I feel like I could eat one of these every day while we're in this town.
I literally already ate one. We just wrecked Patty. Oh my god. We get destroyed, kid. Dunked on, whatever the fuck you want to say. If I ever became rich, I'd definitely have a bowling alley in my house. Voodoo dolls.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, howdy, stranger. My, you're a handsome one.
Thanks, Miss Carpenter. Mrs.
You came
Carpenter.
out here from the city, didn't you? I can always spot you city folk from a mile away.
Mrs. Carpenter.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Would you mind calling me York, ma'am?
Oh, so you are from the FBI. I thought as much. So sophisticated. Well, my horoscope in the paper today told me I'd be meeting someone new. And those horoscopes never miss. They're the real deal. Well, one even predicted when I'd bowl my first perfect game. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Could you stand a bit closer to me? Whew, that was a close one. If you move any further that way, you'll cast a shadow over the lane. Well, the sheriff did that once, and something horrible happened. The next time I bowled, I got a gutter ball. First time in 12 years. I was mortified. And I am going to make sure nothing like that ever happens again. In our world, some routines lead to good things, while others only lead to the bad. So, you mustn't ever cast a shadow over the lane. Is that understood?
Oh, I'm casting a shadow, Carpenter.
It's her routine, Zach. Understand? Just like us and coffee. Incidentally, ma'am, would you mind letting me use this lane too? I'm investigating the Lise Clarkson murder case. And I need to topple 10 maidens, no matter what it takes.
No, absolutely not. Not even the FBI can take my lane from me. I haven't given it up once ever since my husband passed away over a decade ago. I'll never break my promise to him.
But
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I would have immediately cast a shadow over the lane. I'm petty, though. Damn, Miss Carpenter.
Ooh, you like that? That's what I'm talking about. Who's your mama?
You are Miss Carpenter.
Zach, it looks like negotiations have failed. Now I'm afraid we have no choice but to force her to let us use her bowling lane. Yes, I know. I won't do anything illegal.
Bum, bum, bum. Find a way to get Miss Carpenter to let you use the bowling lane. My shadow's on the lane. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? You're really creepy, you know that? What? What do you mean? I did not. I punched by her. I didn't punch her.
Excuse me, Mrs. Carpenter.
Stop! Not now! Can't you see I'm already in my bowling stance? What, are you blind?
Did I punch a ghost? Did I punch her dead husband?
Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split. Holy mother of bowling balls, let me pick up this split.
Must have picked up the split.
That stance, always works on a split. Oh, yeah, never fails.
Zach, our new friend, appears to be a very superstitious lady. We should try and utilize this trait of hers in order to gain access to the lane for a bit. That was an amazing shot, Mrs. Carpenter. In fact, it may have been the most amazing shot I've ever seen. Speaking of which, where did you happen to find all those neat little items? The ones you used to help you bowl that split just now.
Ooh, you got a keen eye there, Mr. Special Agent. Taking a liking to my collection, have you?
Oh yes, a great liking.
I buy all my charms and power stones from Erzuli Frida.
Erzuli Frida.
Yes, it's a mystical establishment run by the Mirror.
The mirror.
If you're interested, I can mark it on your map for you.
We're gonna have to. Well, I just wasted $100
Zach,
punching
this
the
is it.
air.
Erzuli Frida. There must be a treasure trove of dubious trinkets on sale there. We may even be able to find something capable of changing her mind. It really feels like we're in the deep south now, doesn't it?
Voodoo dolls, maybe. Interesting. I guess we can go get the rice. Assuming the $100 I wasted punching the air around Mrs. Carpenter. Fucking ridiculous. Waiting my whole life for just one. Fuck. And he doesn't say fuck. This fuck. I always change it to fuck. Maybe I shouldn't.
I thought you came here to bowl.
Yes, I did.
Then why are you leaving? You gave up on trying to convince Mrs. Carpenter to let you play?
No, Patty, neither Zach nor I have given up on anything.
Wait, where do I gotta go? Which one's the plantation? Is that the plantation? Mississippi River. Yeah, it's literally impossible for us to be in Southwest Louisiana. Game. Devs. Learn your shit.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance.
I did
the city
notice.
was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk. Those bumps were dangerous even when we still had our car, remember? But this town is different. The streets are all paved so cleanly that we can skate along them without a care in the world. And there's hardly any trash or graffiti to be found anywhere. The Clarksons truly do control this place, for better or worse. It's a good example of how allowing certain people to rise to power can have positive effects as well. Also, don't you find that Southern people are remarkably friendly, even to total strangers? Both
Southern
here and in New
hospitality,
Orleans, I've
baby.
been amazed at how cordial everyone is. Is it just the way things are down here? You certainly don't see that sort of thing in New York or D.C. They never stop to chit-chat, especially when ordering food. They only say what's necessary, without any decoration. A customer only makes eye contact with the waiter about once every 3 times they interact. But that's just how it is. Isn't that right, Zach? The human relationships here are as fluid as an inorganic mechanism running on the smoothest, purest oil there is. And it feels strangely comfortable. After spending time in New Orleans and coming here, I think I'm starting to like the southern disposition. They even have their
York
own
seems to think
breed of
everybody in
bizarre
New Orleans is
crimes.
nice.
And besides, the
Nice
New
cat.
Orleans area is famous for its paranormal culture. I'm sure it'll entertain us somehow. It's still a bit of a ways off.
There's a squirrel? I literally had to kill the squirrel because it stole from me. I think this is the plantation. Definitely looks like sugarcane to me. Who are you? Don't hit the punch button. I've already been... Whoa, 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 whoa. Iris leaf, sugarcane stem, chicory flower. Well, we're definitely at the sugarcane facility. Can I not go in there?
So you clearly love TV shows, but what about movies?
I just gotta steal some rice? Or is this gentleman gonna sell me some rice? Okay, there's something in the building, but I can't get into the building. Maybe I can get into the building later? What's that? Oh! Am I gonna fuck with the gator? Yeah. A big fucking gator. I got $1.30. Where'd the body go? How did I skin it? I didn't get any cool Deacon Days Gone shit. Well, we killed an alligator. 166 rounds left. Okay. Oh, that's what it does.
Zach, we're heading toward the Mississippi River, and crossing that river isn't going to help us solve this case. Let's head back into town.
I'm just here to try to get some rice that I clearly can't get, okay? Because, you know, you can skateboard on grass. Didn't know. I just... Oh, my sister's on her Switch somehow. Well, there's some wildlife that is dangerous to my health over here. Dog fur? Oh, you can't even tell me I'm killing coyotes? Oh no. Rare kill bonus. Tutorial drum. Start a fire inside a drum to keep animals and red shadows away. Effectively creating a safe zone. Camping outside may cause you to catch a cold or get chills, but not while you're in the safe zone. Remember, safety first. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
One lollipop? 2 lollipops? 3 lollipops? Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
Is that a payphone? There's a payphone at the end of their driveway. I mean, I guess that's useful. There's the humming. Confirmed for bearded horror. Look at how many UFOs things there are. Some of them being too high for me to hit. That one. I gotta cross the river. Can I take this boat? Unimmersive.
Hey, Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing the San Rouge distribution route led us right to Louisiana. You know what that means. We've got a hot hand, and Lady Luck's given us far more favor than she ever has before. We just happened to hear news about Lisa's murder while sitting in a bar during our vacation in New Orleans. That certainly wouldn't have happened if we had stayed in D.C. They would have given the case to another special agent, or maybe even to the state, and then we never would have found it. In the end, it would have been shut up in that vast, desolate evidence.
Oops.
Hey, Zach. No, nothing. Just felt like saying that.
Whoa, I got some air. Azule Freda.
A voodoo shop. It's a voodoo shop.
Just looks like a dumb souvenir shop to me.
Of course it does, Patty. You're much too young to understand the true value of such a place. Hey, let's shout something out loud.
Like what?
Hey, look, the same thing that's in our room.
This is all kid stuff. It's just a bunch of charms. I'm allowed to watch TV and go on the internet, but I ain't allowed in here? My daddy makes no sense sometimes. You agree, right, Agent York? This is all just kid stuff.
Look at this, Zach. All the mysticism of the Deep South gathered up into one quaint little shop. This is 100 times more exciting than the FBI evidence vault. It's a vast treasure chest. So much to study, so much to learn.
The mirror.
Thou art a seeker, and I see the object of thy desire. Doth this be what thou seekest?
Yep, that's exactly what we're here for. The mirror.
I could sell it to thee now, and only now. Surely fortune shall not bless thee with another chance. Purchase this, and know that thy wishes shall be granted.
Well, hopefully it's not more than the money I
That's
lost.
crazy.
I accidentally punched
Even
in the
I
air.
can tell you're getting cheated, Agent York.
I disagree, Patty. This person can be trusted. I've been studying people for quite a while, so I can tell. That figurine is connected to our future.
My price is true. What say thee?
What's your price? Buy the alligator figurine from the mirror. Quest updated. $30? Alright, good.
I'll buy it.
Thou art a man of refined taste.
Thank
I
you.
am loath to part with it, but 'twould be a fool's errand to keep it from such a keen-eyed soul.
What's wrong with you? No normal person would ever buy a piece of junk like that. Not even at a garage sale.
Marvelous, isn't it, Zach? What a treasure. I can't wait to use it.
Use it? Where? How?
Isn't it obvious, Patty? I'm going to put it in front of Mrs. Carpenter's house.
In front of her house?
Yes. I'm sure this figurine will stop her right in her tracks. And that'll give us a chance to finally topple the 10 maidens.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Patricia.
Of course I am. And so is Zach. Aren't you?
I'm seriously wondering if I should quit helping you out with this.
$2,300 to 6 a.m.
Mihal. Verily.
Create charms. Oh, I definitely want to boost my accuracy. Oh, so that's what you have to get the stuff for. Okay. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I can see it. Thou hath Mihal.
All items in our world can't be split into two categories: the valuable and that which lacks value. I am a special human with the power to discern such. Among these items, once joined, the 5 colored beads' value shall rise beyond any dream. 5 colored beads? First, the blue bead. Its name, Ocean, nay, the deep ocean bead. As blue as the deep blue sea itself. Second, the red bead. Its name, Blood, nay, the saint's blood bead. A bead is as crimson as the blood of a proud saint. Third, the green bead. Its name, Summer, nay. Indeed, its name is Forest, nay, Meadow, nay, nay. So, what's the name of the green bead? 'Tis known as the young leaf bead. Yes, the young leaf bead, as green as new budding leaves. Next comes white. White, the fresh snow bead, as white and pure as a virgin. And when all beads are joined, you've only listed 4 so far. What? There are 5 special beads in the total, right? Forsooth, there are 5, but you only listed 4. Deep ocean bead, saint's blood bead, young leaf bead, and fresh snow bead. Didst I also list the abyssal bayou bead? A bead so black it could suck away every last ray of light. Never heard of it before. Neither me nor Zach. Thou shalt gather all 5 colored beads. Gather? Me? Forsooth. Why? Thou art a human who perceiveth true value. Art thou not? Meaning? I bestowed thee with a knowledge of 5 colored beads. Now only thou can determine thy next action. Zach, he seems to believe these 5 colored beads are special. You know what I'm going to say? I'll always agree with your opinion. Okay, we're starting to get a lot of side quests. Even though they seem impossible to do for the time being.
Whoa.
That was close.
Who are you?
Well, look at you.
You were
All
at the
standing
thing.
there like you're expecting me to apologize. Huh, it's your fault for not paying attention. What?
Got a moment?
Can't say I do. I'm in a hurry here.
I won't take up too much of your time. I'd just like to ask you a few questions.
I said I'm in a hurry, Peckerwood. Now get out of my way.
Peckerwood.
Patty, who was that?
Kalina Clarkson. PJ Clarkson's second daughter, and Lisa's mother.
Zach, we've found ourselves a Clarkson.
No, she's not
I
here.
saw her at the plantation.
Dolly. No, she's not here. My Dolly isn't here.
One
Why
of
you
the
need a
key
dolly?
persons in this case just came out of the woodwork to meet us. Now things are really getting interesting.
A little bit.
Isn't that right, Zach?
My dolly's missing. My sweet little dolly. Okay.
Meha. Fiat E.
I don't know why it would, like, put emphasis on that, and then it does nothing. I wonder if some of this stuff will open up at some point. It's just not open yet to me. Carpenter's house. Interesting. I don't know why that would already be marked. high quality bead, but not the colored bead. Okay. Is that too high? Yeah. I say, really? Lizard head. How do I get back there? That's not what I wanted, but you know. Yeah, that's literally a crime. But I punch the air and I get fined. Commit a crime.
Patty, what's that?
That tree? Or the water tower?
That thing I'm pointing at. That.
Like I said, what?
That thing. Right there, Patty.
Just tell me what it is. How am I supposed to know which that you're referring to? Oh, you're goofing on me, ain't you?
Way to go, York. Way to go, York. Not what I wanted. I don't know why I tried that. Not what I wanted to do, but you know. Low quality plate. I like how we're just going so fast we can see the wind. That's Amazing Grace that he's humming.
Bad timing, Zach. We need to place the figurine in front of her house when she's home. Otherwise, it'll be useless. Let's come back later.
Oh.
Looks like a... Let's come back later.
Well, that's unfortunate, because I don't know how to do... Can I get the rice this time? What's this?
Looks like a case of bad time. Let's come back.
But what is it? Breaking the law again. Breaking the law again. What a well-behaved doggy.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built in a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk. Those bumps were dangerous even when we still had our car, remember? But this town is different. The streets are all paved so cleanly that we can skate along them without a care in the world. And there's hardly any trash or graffiti to be found anywhere. The Clarksons truly do control this place, for better or worse. It's a good example of how allowing certain people to rise to power can have positive effects as well. Also, don't you find that Southern people are remarkably friendly, even to total strangers? Both here and in New Orleans, I've been amazed at how cordial everyone is. Is it just the way things are down?
I have no clue. Well, looks like that shit around the map respawns. Wait, what was that? That was highly unfair. Must have got one of the colored beads. Oh, I got the rice. It told me. Get away from me, squirrel. Side of the river, it's on. Okay. Crick.
One lollipop? 2 lollipops? 3 lollipops? Don't mind me, Zach. This is how I wake myself up.
Look at all the squirrels over there that are considered enemies. That's hilarious. Alright, I'll have to give her rice in the next nothing. Alright, that was more nothing. Hopefully you enjoyed. Sorry it's a shorter episode. Stuff happened. we met Big Avery, who may or may not be the Yeti. York isn't convinced because Avery's not 10 feet tall. Then we met someone related to David. That's probably for certain. And we're gonna get them to make us some Cajun cooking. And we gotta get Mrs. Carpenter to let us bowl. So that'll be fun. But until the next nothing, this has been nothing. Can't like or subscribe to nothing, so.